Yo, just a meathead out here. Straight out of Kyber. Representing the casual obsession out here, you feel me? Listen. So I've been chilling out in Ebby. I just washed up on a ship. On the beach, some fool called Jeets is talking crazy. He's a trip. Thought I'd go hit the inn and grab some ale. Just kick it. Next I know Salimas is yelling, "Smite the wicked!" So this is how it goes round here. They want me fighting with no fear. Handing me a sword. Will I survive? It's not clear. Cause now they got me running down a crypt so hating rests. These traps can slap scary, get back, but hey, where's the crest? I'm grabbing scrolls, doing puzzles, and even killing rats. And spiders from the floor? Yo, can't y'all get some cats? I'm guarding crystals from cultists. You know my weapons, they smoking. This Drexel hand is evoking. Suspicion spells are being spoken. This is my adventure, it's my journey. All my trainers out here got me learning. With some gold I paid a friend called Byron. Monsters come around here, that boy wildin' in Korthos. Yo man, who really runs this place around here anyway? Mayor? What? Coin lords? Huh. I guess if they're paying, I'm playing, you feel me? Shoot.
Hey, and welcome to Fixer Upper, where this week we get to do something a little bit different, a little more special. This week we're going to be talking about the brand new race in DDO, as well as the brand new iconic. Joining me tonight are various members of the Casual Obsession. We're going to go ahead and review this together. Hey, go ahead and introduce yourselves real quick and say hi. Give me 1 second. Your voices are not coming through. Let me fix that. All right, Karsten, try that again.
Hey, I'm Karsten. I'm an alchemist and I hate wolves.
Welcome, Karsten. Who else?
Hey, I'm Esmian, and I'm a wolf, and I hate alchemists.
Welcome, Ez. And one more, we got Jimmy Ray joining us tonight. He might be AFK at the moment. So let's go ahead and let's jump right in. I have Lamania up. This is a special invite-only Lamania. If you do want to try anything that you're going to see tonight for yourself, feel free to go ahead and do that. Tomorrow night, they will actually be doing a public preview where everybody can hop on Lamania and play around with these features themselves. We're going to spend the first hour just going through the new race, the new class things that are out, and then we'll be spending at 8 o'clock till our time. We're going to create a build together live for you guys. So let's go ahead and go to Spellcaster. And I believe that... Okay, I don't see the new... Oh, here it is. Wild Mage is up.
Yeah.
To be determined. We'll select our path, and let's go into race. And what's that we see? The new race is Eladrin.
Oh, look at that. Landy called it.
Alright. Hey, Grace has joined us now. Grace, go ahead and introduce yourself to the stream.
I think you just did. I'm Grace.
So we'll take a look at all the various different appearance settings, but first look.
Man, look at them ears.
That's pretty cool.
Fly away with those ears.
So looks like Eladrin are the elves of the Feywild. They are going to put in the Eladrin seasonal attunement, so that's nice. Eladrin followed the 4 seasonal attunements, so that might match with some of the Feywild stuff pretty well. Might also see some cool druid builds. Looks like the base version of the race is also going to start with higher charisma. And I'm assuming they're going to get a lot of the basic elven feats. Yeah, so immunity to sleep, bonuses to saves against enchantment, elven keen senses, and then we see here these affinities. We'll probably have to actually roll it to see exactly what those affinities do. Let's get into the look. So obviously they're going to be a charisma class. I'm just going to max charisma and con. I'm not going to spend anything so we can just get past the build first. We'll max spellcraft here because I think that's going to work well. And never hurts to take maximize as a first caster feat, I feel. Alright, so now we get 2 spells. Spellbook, we have Shocking Bolt, Freezing Bolt, Chaos Bolt. Let's go Chaos. Chaos and Color Spray. Feel free to call anything out in the chat, by the way, if you disagree with any of the choices that we're making along the way. And you see we do have the first Wild Magic feat here as well.
The affinities are right there. Are they stances? Are they toggle stances?
Yeah, okay, good call out, Grace. So let's start with winter,
Looks like
or
they
autumn
are.
rather. So +1 wisdom. Spring affinity is +1 charisma. Summer affinity is 1 strength. And winter affinity is +1 int. And I'm guessing that's going to be fleshed out in the racial tree.
I'm noticing that they say seasonal toggle too instead of stance, so those should stack with stances.
We are going to test that out. All right. So the really important thing. Important note, if you want to check out the Chaosmancer, you'll need to purchase Tabaxi Trailblazer from the Lamania DDO store, then log out and log back in quick. Alright, so they'll sort through that for the next preview, but you can have access to it once you've purchased the Trailblazer Iconic. I'll go back in a second. I should already have Trailblazer on my account, so I don't know if that'll apply, but we'll make sure that we have that. Alright, let me just cycle through all the different hairstyles that are available. This is the no hair hairstyle. Cosmetics is the end game. Oh, look at that.
I'm hip to it. That's cool.
And so you have this base hair color, and then you have the hair ombre. Ombre? How do you say that, Grace?
Ombre.
Alright, that's kind of cool. That's unique.
It'd be a really nice look on a druid.
But not a wolf.
Oh no, it'll especially
Carson
look
hates
nice
the
on a
wolves.
wolf. That's kind of cool.
I'm gonna make an Eladrin wolf just to irritate you.
We should all make wolves
Everyone
and not
run a
tell
wolf.
Kirsten and just show up for raid night all on wolves.
He'd be so triggered.
Okay, that's
I'd cry.
cool. So this doesn't affect as much as the hairdo, but you can see here a lot of customization with the hair on this one. So I'm guessing that hair dyes will only affect the base color of the hair, is what
That'd
I'm
be my
guessing.
guess, but I'm sure we have enough to test it out.
But, you know, if they want to put the hair ombres in the store, I would probably spend some DDO points to get some custom colors.
You would.
I
Or maybe it'll be a selector for dyes. Choose whether you dye your
100%
base
would.
color or you dye your ombre.
Let me just choose 2
Cool.
really clashing colors so that way we can just kind of see the different highlights as we cycle through the different hairstyles. Does that clash enough for you, Ez?
Yes.
Well,
I can
you're
You
like
are the base one.
you're my guy to know if it's a good clash or not.
Yeah, I can see that they're different.
All right, very flock of seagulls here. Love it. Oh, you know what? I haven't been cycling through the hair accessory this entire time, but there's different accessories for the hair as well.
Oh, it changes the leaves.
Oh my gosh.
So that's pretty cool. Just when
You're
you
gonna be spending
thought
an hour just doing their hair.
you could, oh man,
You're never even gonna get this whole stream. This hour is just gonna be Greg picking the hair. Thanks for coming.
Kudos to the art department because I love all of this. Indiana from chat says the art department did a good job with this. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I agree with you, Indiana. I definitely want all of the hair optionals. Good lord.
Yeah, I can certainly appreciate cosmetics. It's my favorite thing in a game.
The only problem is there's too many awesome
That's
choices.
something.
Well,
Not that one up now. The one that was up before it
yeah,
looked like wings.
this one here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So I know that not everybody cares about this, but the people who do care a lot, and with representation being really important in games, I think the visualization effects that they've added here are just really awesome all the way across the board. I like this one a lot too. Really cool options. I'm just gonna cycle through some of the eyebrows here.
They all look so angry.
That one doesn't look as angry.
Yes, it does.
It does. Well, maybe it's because of the head shape too, because you have a
I was gonna
lot of
say.
different
Oh
head
yeah.
shapes.
Yeah. Why the long face?
Wah, wah, wah.
A lot of different ear choices here as well.
I'm totally going for the extra big ears.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the super ears.
I
Oh wow.
I kind of love the super ears too.
Okay, curly in the back. Yeah, there we go.
And I can't tell exactly what's changing, but it looks like the musculature of the face is changing.
The tone.
Then we have different marking styles. So they all have freckles, so that's cool. And then you have different markings.
No, wouldn't the freckles be under facial detail?
Oh, yep, 100% you're right. Good call. I hadn't gotten there yet. And then you have different skin tone options as well.
There are so many options.
Oh, we didn't even get to the eyes yet. I'm just going to randomize a few different looks. I mean, the amount of diverse looks you can make with this much in the generator is pretty cool. What's that? You want to play as a dryad? We got you, bro.
That's cool.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
You're not allowed to make that noise.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make it a boy character now.
Ha 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 ha! Redistribute all your points again, peasant.
I know, right? Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna go a little bit faster through the guy styles. Are they the same? They may be much the same.
It looks like yeah, they're the same.
All right, that's the look we're gonna go with.
Beautiful.
All right. I'm gonna actually create the iconic right away too. So let me see if we can get there. Threats are being blocked right now by my data protection. Alright, just give me 1 second here. Let me go ahead and grab what I need to unlock Chaosmancer.
Listen, I'm still disappointed I don't get to be a bird person.
Maybe next year.
I wanted the dwarves, the dark dwarves or whatever they're called.
I don't know what's wrong with this community and everyone wanting the kobold.
I don't want a kobold. I'm like so anti-kobold.
I don't know why everyone wants to be a tiny little lizard person when you can already be a great big lizard person.
So this is weird, but I think I already have Tabaxi Trailblazer.
You do because I do, and we have the same stuff.
One moment while we work through the technical difficulties. We're gonna go see Sir Points a lot. Hey, listen, I love the idea of a kobold race, and I would love to have one.
You be quiet over there.
Actually, I want to start at level 4, right? If I start at level 4, then I think it should send me right to the marketing place. Marketing place? To the marketplace.
Oh, it's the marketing place now.
Well,
This-
don't you want to do Korthos?
Nah. Alright, what should we take as our second spell? I'm thinking
What are your options here?
we have Caustic Bolt, Acid Spray, Burning Hands. I'm thinking damage spells.
Yeah,
Shocking Bolt.
the bolts are nice. At low levels, you get a lot of undead, but your
Sonic Blast is always solid, breaking things.
yeah.
Yeah, you know
But
what?
he doesn't need to kill things, and Sonic doesn't do as good as the bolts.
I have a bolt spell already, so we'll take Sonic
Oh.
Blast.
Come on, just punch the crates with your frail sorcerer hands.
We already took
Who you call him
Maximize, so we'll
frail?
grab Empower. And then we need one more spell, so yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll pick up Caustic Bolt this time.
Soup.
What's going on? Greg's streaming the new iconic and race and all that.
It's an Orgrak.
Orgrak, go ahead and introduce yourself to the stream.
Oh God, I'm leaving.
That's valid.
Oh, that's funny. Alright, what do you want to grab as our first level 2 spell here? I do like Electric Loop.
Electric loop is nice. You hit a lot of stuff. A lot of times you can kill it, and if you don't, you could usually stun it all.
Alright, So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the racial tree. So starting with the cores, you do get Elven Accuracy, which is 2% to hit with all attacks. Your point blank shot and range sneak attack range is increased by 2 meters for each Elven core ability you possess from this tree. You have a multi-selector for stats for Dex, Int, or Charisma. And then you have 2 more ranks of Elven Accuracy and 1 more multi-selector to improve an ability score. And the tier 1, you get Keen Senses, which is a boost to Listen, Search, and Spot. And that feeds into Nothing is Hidden, which allows you to detect traps and secret doors as long as you're in range to spot them. So that's interesting, getting that as a tier 1 there.
It's interesting that they made it horizontal instead of vertical.
Eladra and Trapper, here I come.
So then you get Phase Step. You can disappear and reappear several feet in front of you. You start with 2 charges per rest. Based on your season, this has an additional effect. So if you're in the season of spring, you get a 20% temporary dodge bonus plus 1% per 2 character levels for 10 seconds. So that'd be a 30% bonus. I'm not sure if that ignores dodge cap. It doesn't say it, so we'll have to test that. For summer, you get plus 3 weapon damage bonus with an additional plus 1 per 5 character levels for 10 seconds. So that's interesting. So that's a total of plus 9 to your weapon damage. Autumn gives you plus 3 sneak attack dice and plus 1 more dice per 3 character levels for 10 seconds. So that's 13 sneak attack dice. I think you might be right about that, Ez.
Ooh.
Winter gives you a plus 3 bonus to tactics DCs with an additional 1 per character levels for 10 seconds. Step through the Fade. You get additional charges of Phase Step per rest, and up to an additional 3. So a maximum of 5 charges per rest, but some of these are pretty strong. That seems pretty solid across the board. Tiso Tate says, Eladrin are fine, I guess, but did we really need another elf race? I mean, I'm digging it so far.
I mean, there are a lot of elves. That is fair.
You do get Arcane Fluidity here, which decreases your Arcane Spell Failure chance. Alright. Minor Spring Attunement. This is giving you plus 3 dodge chance, and your Spring Attunement grants you an additional plus 3 to reflexes. And that's going to build into Major Spring Attunement, which gives you an extra 3% double strike and double shot. And your Spring Affinity is also going to grant you plus 1 Charisma. It's not entirely clear if that's a total of plus 3 or if it's just plus 1 total. It says an additional plus 1 Charisma for each rank, so I would assume that it would be a total of plus 3. And then the top tiers, you get Spring Spell, Lesser Vigor, so you basically get an SLA for Lesser Vigor. The Summer is giving you additional crit confirmation and plus 3 fort saving throws, as well as plus 3 to your critical hit damage, and again boosting strength. And then the top tier of that, it gives you the Long Strider ability. Arcanum, up to 100 spell points and plus 3 spell pen. Face Sight, when you have 100 or more spell points, you can see things as they truly are. You're able to see invisible creatures and pierce illusions. So that's interesting. And then the top tier here is just called Skill. It's plus 3 double strike, double shot, plus 3 dodge, and you bypass 3 dodge. It's interesting. Okay. Autumn Attunement. You're getting plus 3 to hit with sneak attack dice and an additional plus 3 will saving throws, plus 3 sneak attack damage, and some additional wisdom. And then it looks like a Night Shield SLA. Yamani said that skills usual for all elves. Winter attunement, you're getting +3 to hit, +3 PRR MRR. Then you're getting +3 flat damage and some intelligence boost, and then you're getting a blur SLA. So that's fairly interesting. Okay. So for the purposes of this test, I'm mainly just going to focus on the racial tree and the wild mage tree when we go to actually do anything. Let me go talk to these guys and get off the ship. Talk to Sir Points a lot, and then we can go start to select some of our purchases that we need in order to play the iconic version as well.
Oh, you didn't grab your gear, man.
Nah, this guy's not gonna go very far. It turns out we're just heading right for the dojo.
In your own dojo.
See, all this inventory bloat here, all this stuff that I just start with by default, that's why Standing Stone Games now allows us to go and talk to people to redeem things, which I appreciate. I do not want more things automatically appearing.
I don't have any more room for things to automatically appear.
Did I miss Sir Points a lot? Is this him? Yeah, give me some DDO points. Alright, let's open the store.
Wow, that was polite of him.
Yeah, he just handed out 10k points.
Whoa, too many requests. Slow down there, Haas.
Yeah, I know. I do that sometimes.
Yeah, no kidding.
Man, 1 point? What do they think you're made of points over here?
Yeah, I don't see anything where it's gonna let me take Tabaxi Trailblazer, so I'm gonna try logging out of the game and back in. And then hopefully we can take a look at the iconic.
So you have to get Tabaxi to get the iconic? Is that what's happening?
Only for this particular preview. They came in, they posted at the beginning of the stream that you won't have to do that in a future preview, but just for now
Got
you
it.
do. Alright, let's see if it's going to allow me to do it now. Hey, there it is. Chaosmancer.
When in doubt, turn it off.
Turn it off and back on again. Alright. You already know what we're going to do. Eladrin Chaosmancer channels the raw power of chaos to enhance their spells. This art of magic weaving and Mehi is sometimes a two-edged sword, but the Chaosmancer makes sure the blade always cuts the way they see fit. Looks like it's going to be a focus on charisma. Let's take a look here.
Yeah, it would, I would assume.
Alright, I'm not going to spend quite as much time here, but I'm just going to run through some of the hairstyles, see if we have anything. Yeah, it looks like some of these are a little different, some of these are the same. No, it looks like they are the same. I'm recognizing them now. Normally there's some minor variation between the iconic and the regular style of the race, I feel. But here it's looking a lot the same. I mean, there's still, like I said, there's a ton of customization options, so I'm not complaining. Can really channel your Storm cosplay here. Yeah, once again, just hats off to the art department for doing a great job with these. Alright. So it looks like they're actually starting with a slightly higher dexterity for this, rather than necessarily charisma. So that's interesting. I'm still going to max charisma and con. And I just want to see if there's any type of difference in the spell list either. It doesn't look like there is, though. Looks like the same spells. And all the seasonal affinities appear to be the same as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the game and figure out what differences there are in the tree. Alright, Eladrin Chaos Mage. You have a slightly greater chance of generating a good or very good wild magic surge, so that's already highly useful. And you're going to get 3 different ranks of that. You have Dex, Int, and Charisma. Looks like the first tier Keen Senses, nothing is hidden, is the same. And it looks like the face step, you're getting some additional options here. Okay, so you get to choose between universal spell power, a 20% spell cost reduction in summer, plus 5 MRR, plus 1 per character level for 10 seconds, or plus 2 spell pen with 1 per 5 character levels for winter. I wonder, are all 3 the same? Okay, this must not be working as intended to be a multi-selector, because it looks like all 3 options are the same. So, looks like this one is much more geared towards spellcaster, whereas the base version of the Eladrin race is a little bit more universal. I could see a lot of different builds coming out of that. And then Step Through the Fade is just, again, giving you those extra charges. So either way, you're going to wind up with up to 5 charges of this ability. Okay. So Eladrin Chaos Control 1, very bad wild magic surges shift to just bad for you. So that sounds good. Some additional spell points and spell pen. You still get the True Seeing and the ability to pierce illusions. And then Eladrin Chaos Control 2, bad wild magic surges shift to just neutral for you. So this is really, I think, the differentiator for the iconic, is that you're going to be able to make those wild magic surges not really have the same bad effects. The people in the guild who are on stream with me right now, have you guys had a chance to look through those at all?
Yeah, you can do the same with the regular wild mage of anything though. Wild mage just has that, is control 1 and control 2 is a way to get rid of the very bad and bad. It's not racial.
Oh, okay. You're saying this is in the wild mage tree itself.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you'd get a bad surge instead, and then here, Chaos Control 2, you get a neutral surge instead.
But did you say that the Eladrin one gave you an increased chance of good or very good?
Yep, it has you have a slightly greater chance of generating a good or very good
So
wild
that
mage
balances
surge.
out some of the neutrals, because there's also a neutral that you can get in between those. Because the wild mage, you can get either very good, good, neutral, bad, or very bad. And you, as a wild mage, can get rid of the bad and very bad, but you can't really get rid of the neutral. But it looks like the Eladrin Chaos Mage can at least reduce that a little bit.
So it looks like the seasonal attunements are going to be different as well. So you're going to be able to gain an additional, looks like 20 electric and sonic spell power here if you take all 3 ranks here. As long as you took all 3 ranks and you're in the spring affinity, then you're getting a reduced cost to quicken, as well as an additional charisma, and then you're getting Spring Storm, a spell-like ability that creates a dark storm cloud over the target, blast nearby enemies with 1 to 6 plus 2 electric damage for every caster level, and if the targets are immune to electric damage, they become vulnerable to it for 15 seconds. Max caster level 15. So if that repeats for all the other elements, which I'm guessing it does, yep, it's for Scorching Summer. Autumn's Decay is making them vulnerable to acid. Winter Hail making them vulnerable to cold damage. So now outside of Sork builds, you're going to have a decent racial ability to make enemies vulnerable to a lot of different types of damage. So that's interesting.
Might be nice for imbue builds too, if you want. I'm not sure if like a mix between Sork and any range build might be nice now, like an Arcane Archer.
You know, I'm gonna surprise everybody and go out on a limb here, but I'm just
Oh, here we go.
I'm really thinking about how many different cleric builds this opens up.
What a shocker.
Saw that one coming.
So, I mean, the ability to make things vulnerable to cold damage spells, Lifeguard Cleric, anybody?
Swim Cleric.
Yeah. No, this is gonna be great. Yamani says Warlocks. Yeah, Warlocks. There's going to be a lot of cool Warlock builds. So let's actually go through these. So Summer Attunement, you're getting the same thing, but with fire and light spell power. It's giving you a reduced cost to your meta magic and an additional +1 strength. And then Scorching Summer. So it sends a wave of Scorching Fire from the cast. So that's a wave. This summons a storm. The autumn version is a blast of rotting air, and then the winter hail creates a hailstorm. So I'm just wondering what these spell shapes actually look like. So
A blast of rotting air, like a fart. You're farting on enemies.
it is Autumn's Decay, so do with that what we'll have to take a look at what it looks like, what the animation looks like.
Got it. Pumpkin spice farts.
Pumpkin spice farts. So Autumn Attunement is acid and poison spell power. And then it's reducing the cost of your empower meta magic, granting some additional wisdom, and giving you cloud farts. And then the winter attunement is cold and negative spell power, and giving you a reduced cost to heighten, boosting your intelligence, and then you get the hailstorm as well. So, I say we go with the iconic version here. So let's go ahead and level this up.
Oh, look, it's Elminster.
Oh, we love talking to Elminster. Elminster's like our favorite
He's
person.
here to talk our ear off, send us off on a ridiculous quest, and then show up at the end and take all the credit.
This is the shortest conversation I ever had with Elminster.
I mean, listen, as long as Elminster's handing out levels, he can come talk to me. I'm good with that.
That's fair. Oh boy. I could sense it.
What are you
Wolf,
sensing?
The appearance of Wolf.
Yeah, the Wolf is here now.
Hey, what's up, Wolf?
That's forever gonna be your name.
Hey, I gotta give you credit where credit is due, though. You called it, man. It is, in fact, an Eladrin. This is actually a joke. This is a joke server they posted. It's gonna be something else. They're gonna pull the rug out underneath us.
Super elaborate prank
No,
we
no,
all did just to Lamb.
just for Lambie. All right, what do you guys like as the next feat? I do like Quicken on a caster, especially by around this level. I think it's worth it.
I
Casters
blow it
are
off
not
a lot
my
of the time
forte.
I blow it off for Sork a lot of the time.
So torn.
It just depends.
Chat, what do you think? Quicken on a Sork or no? I haven't been investing in concentration so far, so that can be a little bit annoying. Karsten says no.
If you think you're gonna get whacked around, maybe, but on a Sork, unless you're running like R10 with it.
Also, White, I can't hear you if you are talking, by the way.
That's because I got my fan on and I don't want the noise to come through.
You actually sound good tonight. Yeah.
That's because he came home.
Yeah, I'm home. But yeah, I currently have my fan off, but I'm gonna turn it back on, so I'm gonna mute myself.
I haven't looked at the Wild Mage spells enough. I'm guessing Chaos is gonna be Evocation aligned. Carson is suggesting we take a spell focus.
I would just take all the usual meta magics and then start doing things to increase your damage. But
yeah, I mean, I do like enlarge. I do like heighten if you're gonna be DC casting with it, and then I obviously like quicken.
Heighten is good no matter what.
You just don't want them to make the save, so alright, I'm gonna go in that order. Definitely always gonna choose a chaos spell if I have the option, just because I haven't tried them out at all yet.
Chaos Sphere sounds dangerous.
Alright, level 2 spell. Let's see here. I guess I should choose which elements I'm going to specialize into, or maybe I'll take a few different ones.
Fire.
Alright, you are
I
vocal.
mean, if one of the savants are secondary tree, then yeah. I found when I was testing it before that for whatever reason, it wasn't let me taking water savant with wild mage, which is weird. It wasn't supposed to be blocked out.
Alright.
I reported it, so hopefully they fix it.
I do like having some of the protection spells, but we'll favor damage first. So if we're going fire, I'll take fireball.
Always take a night shield. Magic missiles are yucky.
Gotta grab that chaos hammer. I might actually take D-Door. D-Door's pretty useful.
Everyone loves a D-Door.
Always take a detour.
And by everyone loves a D-Door, I mean I do. So everybody take D-Door.
Alright, I gotta take this Wild Strike, because that's our chaos damage. Gotta stay with the theme. Elder said throwing hammer. I'm not sure, maybe they meant the chaos hammer?
No, I think that's back when we were talking about feats. So probably,
I
weapon
think it was a
tokens,
funny haha.
proficiency, whatever it is.
Oh, okay, I got you. What is my level 6 chaos spell? I do like Prismatic Strike. I also like Chain Lightning because it just eats stuff out of existence, so I might just grab that for now. Couple more levels here. What do you think? Mass Hold or Prismatic Spray? What do you guys think? Thinking Prismatic.
Yeah, like, given that I usually run with you guys, I usually do mass hold because that way you guys can play too.
I think
But
Prismatic
you don't
Strike.
have a group here.
I think Prismatic Strike matches the theme of it, being wild magics and producing random effects. Alright, and then we'll take Evo for now. I'd also fit in some illusion, but actually I'll take Mass Hold too, even though
Delayed
that's an
blast
enchantment
fireball.
spell.
If you're fire, you should take DBF.
Fair. That's a fair point. Didn't really want to go in on the insta-kill spells.
Dallas wants to know if this is a dev. Griglok, are you a dev?
No, I am not a dev. Not a dev, just a streamer who streams on
You
the DDO
wish.
stream.
You wish you had the inside scoop on everything.
I have no inside scoops. I am experiencing this for the first time, along with everybody else. I'm gonna take Eladar's Electrical Surge. Give myself a dot. Alright, so let's take a look at the enhancements. We're gonna grab some Chaos Spell Power. We're definitely gonna pick up the SLAs. We definitely don't want to get very bad surges. I like the extra caster levels with Chaos spells. Yes, please. Definitely want that. I want all the extra chances of wild magic that we can get. This is the new Chest Blesser ability.
Yes. No more loot sacrifices.
Let's not go crazy.
Yeah, I mean...
I guess you can do both, right?
I'm sure we will.
So, I wonder how this power in Chaos matches with this. Because if you would get a bad, you get a neutral, or a very bad, you get a neutral.
Yep.
Does that mean it's only neutral, or can it still be very bad if I toggle this on? You know what?
No, you're eliminating. Well, the way it should work is that if in the wild mage tree you're eliminating the very bad and bad, that leaves you with very good, good, and neutral. So if you use the Eladrin one, it should bump up your chances of very good and good instead of neutral. That's the way it should work from what I'm seeing. Whether it does or not, I don't know.
I don't want to test the reroll things. I will take the random DC on my spells, though. And we can take the charisma mods. What else do I want to take out of here? Spellcraft, I might come back for that. Might come back for the saving throws. Yeah, we'll take the buffs. I might come back for the dodge. Yeah, we'll take the extra damage with all of our prismatic strikes. That sounds good. And we'll take the extra crit chance. Yeah, and the extra wild magic. That sounds good. What's this unstable sorcery? Caster level is now equal to your character level instead of individual class levels. That is huge for multi-classing characters. Caster characters. It's going to be great. Alright. I'm going to leave some points here for the racial tree because there's a few things I did want to pick up. I wanted to grab some of the cores. And then we were going to go fire-based. So I wanted to at least grab that. Alright, let's pop out some hot bars and make everybody's eyes bleed.
Oh.
String table errored on me, so I gotta manually line these up over here.
It should work. Just try it again. If it still doesn't work the second time, then yeah. I had that problem before, and then it just worked the second time.
Hey, you were right. Alright, let's do a quick little setup of the hot bars here. Did I not save my enhancements? Oh, wow.
If you didn't.
Well, we're gonna go a little faster the second time through it, because I'm not hovering over everything. Alright, we distributed a little bit differently that time. Actually, I have 3 points left, so if I spend 1 point here, I can grab this. I don't know if that's worth it in the point spend. Let me see what I'm not taking. I actually might leave it there for now, and then we can come back to it.
I think given that you're just kind of testing stuff, I don't think it'll matter that much as long as you got the major stuff.
And then we're definitely going to put all of our spray abilities on the hotbar too. And then I'll kind of round things out with all the fire abilities down here. See if we end up getting to them.
It's a lot of spells.
Wait until you start adding epic stuff on too. We won't hear, but in general.
I mean,
Alright, I'm just going to do this the lazy way for now so we can actually hop into a quest. And I'm going to start with Quicken Off. So we're definitely going to want to be in the Summer Affinity for now. I wonder if it breaks down on our character sheet our wild magic chance. Hey, it does. 18%. And wild surge luck bonus of 3. Actually, let me keep that up, and I don't know if it'll show me, but let me reset the racial tree, because I took, oh, I have no plat, so good luck on that. Alright,
You can
go,
get plat.
we're gonna go run a quest.
You can get plat and all that stuff there in whatchamacallit, the dojo.
Oh yeah, Whistler points a lot, yeah, that's true. This is probably the fastest way to get back. Without an actual teleport item.
Yeah.
Miss the D12 when I don't have it on.
I had transferred Grace over, so I had all my stuff when I was testing stuff out.
Let's grab some guild buffs. They just leave the plat laying around on the ground here, right?
Yeah, they should have some piles.
Alright, so when we reset, yep, Wild Surge luck bonus is now 0%. So this first rank is going to give us a 2% bonus. And then that third rank gives us that extra 1%. So I wonder if this only gets it to 4, well, it doesn't say percent, a +4 bonus to the surge. It's on a cooldown. So that's good to know. You can't just willy-nilly swap through the seasons. Alright, what's a good quest to test on?
What's the cooldown for it?
It looks like it's about 12 seconds. Let me swap it again. Yeah, 12 seconds.
you're 15. You go to Sharn Welcome.
Yep, that's true. Good call. Let's go to Sharn.
Do you pull out all your gear?
Oh no, that would be an amazing thing to do, is to
Yeah.
actually gear and equip a character. This is why I keep you guys around,
Whoa,
You
whoa,
want to
whoa,
do
whoa.
that.
for the big brain moments like that. I'm actually gonna pop out my combat log so that way we can see all the cool things that are happening over here.
Ah, dude, your gold roll. Don't forget your gold roll.
Just gonna make you suffer in anticipation of what the gold roll will be.
Well, if it was me, it'd be anywhere between 1 and
2.
20. My gold rolls are always horrible.
You said that the other night, and then you rolled high.
Alright, I'm just gonna grab the default gear that they're giving me. Definitely giving me Radiance gear, which is cool.
Yes, if anybody out there doesn't know, radiance affects alignment.
Hey, and a death block item. Nice.
Alright, let's go ahead and step on in. Alright, we'll go Elite at first. Then we'll try it out in Reaper, see how this goes. I have a decent spell point pool, so it should be okay. Actually, I should probably at least hotbar a couple of my defensive spells. I do want to see how much Chaos Hammer does. I could have sworn that I did end up taking Mass Hold, but maybe I'm lying to
No,
myself.
you were going between that and Prismatic Strike, and then I told you to also take Delay Blast Fireball. So that you chose Prismatic Strike, and then you did the Fireball.
Nice, okay.
I said Mass Hold is nice when you've got other people, but you don't have other people, so whatever.
Interesting animation for the Wild Magic spell.
When I tested it out, I did get the Unicorn, the very good Unicorn. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't love it attacking things, but I doubt it attacks any harder than the oozes do. So it's probably fine, but hard to say.
I don't know if I like it without Quicken.
You're casting super fast already. But turn on Quicken.
I mean, I guess
Well,
that cast was a little slow.
well, one pack down, I'm only through all my spell points. That went pretty awesome.
And your HP. Don't forget about that.
Oh, do we
You're-
still use that?
You could have, not that it matters now, I should have suggested before, but you could have hit up the guy in the dojo that gives you, oh, you did. You have a ton of DDO points. Just buy a bunch of pots for SP.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll probably also just grab a gold seal higher real quick. I love
Hey,
these.
your deleted files are removed.
I love these Norton pop-ups. They're super helpful.
Listen, at least your computer doesn't have viruses, right?
Alright, so let's grab this. We'll get our gold seal hireling going. We'll cheat our spell points back to full here. And we'll tell them that they should really defend me, which means they're not going to do a lot. By the way, if you right click them and if you hit customize AI, just in case you don't know this, you can actually see all of the main attacks that they have. And allegedly, if I change some of these, they should not use those abilities now. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to turn Quicken on. I want to see how a second encounter feels. And we'll definitely not cast Displacement because picking up spell mats is hard. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm kind of really well prepared. So a Wild Surge luck bonus.
I
Well,
don't.
now I have to hit that with the sheet open. Okay, that's giving me another 15. That sounds good.
You could buy spell mats in the DDO store too. Just FYI.
Yeah, but then I won't be able to complain about how unprepared I am.
Yeah, usually we're the only ones complaining about that.
Wow, nice.
Now you're usually prepared, just not here because you had no time. Grig, I don't see any spell absorb on you.
I do like the amount of damage that I'm getting off of the prismatic spells. So that feels nice. See, Carson says shots fired, Grace. He recognizes your blatant disrespect.
I appreciate it. I like to be recognized for my blatant disrespect. I do think that Wild Mage is going to be cool with Warlock,
I'm gonna pick up
especially the
spell mats real
Enlightened.
quick after this fight. What was that?
I do think Wild Mage is going to be potentially cool with Warlock, especially with this because you can strip immunities, which Warlock really needs. The light damage in the Enlightened tree will play nice with the Radiance. It might be good. I think that's the combo that I want to try the most.
Yeah, I mean, the ability for your caster levels to be based off of your character level instead of your actual class level, I think is huge. So I think the other thing that it opens up in terms of possibilities is with the Master of Knowledge feat, which you get in Epics, you can now build that with very low investment in an Arcane caster in order to scale other class spells. So whether it's Warlock spells or Divine spells, you can benefit from the crit scaling that offers. My hireling's just not going to heal me in time. I'm gonna turn off the enhancement that doesn't let the bad stuff happen, and then I want to see what some of the bad surges are. I've been watching in the log, and I'm not seeing anything popping up in the. So I got swimmingly. I got a 40-point bonus to the swim skill. So
Swim
see,
cleric.
lifeguard cleric. I keep telling you, it really wants me to make it.
I had a hard time. I think, especially when you're by yourself, it's hard to keep an eye on exactly what the effects are coming out of it, especially since it's unfamiliar. It would probably be easier if you had like a tank go in and just hold things while you whack things and watch what effects you got.
Yeah, so I'm gonna reset the enhancement, Necrobotanist, and I'm gonna try out the reset. Actually, I could take this all the way to level cap 2. That would be another easier way to do it.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna pop out of here. I'm gonna keep watching the stream, though.
Later.
All right, talk to you soon.
See you guys. Enjoy the new race.
That's racist.
Actually, yeah, let me do that. Let me go ahead and recall. I'm gonna head back to the dojo, level up the cap so I can try some of the other abilities, and I might even pick up spell mats while I'm there.
You could look at how the Epic Destinies play too. I thematically, Sharati sounds great with it. I just don't think it plays as well.
See, I like Sharati for the crit scaling. That's the big thing, but yeah, I don't know. I think you're right though. I don't think it'll scale as well. Cool. Alright, let's go find the sword trainer. Alright, so let's finish off spending enhancement points. Actually, let me accept that and see if that takes us to 4 like I expected it to. No, it took us actually up to a 5 bonus to Wild Luck Surges, so that means with the Rapid Surge running, that puts you at plus 20. So that's pretty
Yep.
cool. Alright, so we're going to check out Scorching Summer. We're going to see what that wave looks like. And then we can reset some trees. I'm going to go ahead and take the capstone too, which is channel entropy. I don't know why I told her to take me to the junction of the spheres. That was not what I intended to do.
Do you need to actually go there to pick up all your Epic Destinies because it's a new tune?
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right. There's so much extra room in there, like for at least 2 more divine spheres. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Also, on the note of Chaos Mage and Eladrin, I believe that this was the result of a player poll. Because I know that they had polled everybody and asked us which race that we would like to see in DDO, so this is likely what we told them we wanted.
Yeah, I remember getting the poll. I just don't remember anything that was on it or even what I said. So that's no idea.
Alright. So let's go ahead and pick up Wellspring. I like Wellspring. I know not everybody uses it. I also like Arcane Insight.
Yeah, they're good. Wellspring's gonna be more useful on this build probably. But I don't know. Then again, yeah. It's hard to say. It's a first life tune, so you might hit DCs, but it should be fine.
So I'm just gonna take Epic Spell Power for Light and Alignment for now to max these Chaos spells out. Grab Intensify. Not really making things helpless. I don't believe Mass Hold does make them helpless.
It does, I think. I think. It's been a while, man. I haven't run a caster in a little while. But I'm pretty sure hold does.
So this is the list of things that makes things helpless or not helpless. And hold creature
not.
effects is helpless. So
Okay.
that is good to know.
Yeah, I think it's paralyzing that doesn't, which is irritating.
think we can definitely boost up our Chaos Hammer, get it those extra caster levels in here. I'd really have to play around with it and see how I liked it on my main, but for now I'm just gonna take the extra fire spell power.
I think that's a fair choice.
I'm gonna take the extra 2 always on DCs from Emboldened. And then in terms of the Scion, yeah, I guess we're gonna go with the alignment spell power.
Yeah.
As long as the crit damage, so.
Yeah, that's the choice I would take.
Alright, so now let's actually look at Destinies and what we want to do with that.
Exalted will give you some alignment spell power and stuff.
Yep.
I'm guessing the bard tree might help with some things.
It's also going to give me some extra fire damage. Magus would help if you're going the cold or negative aspect.
I wonder if, because Shadow Dancer has some spell stuff that I never use because I usually use Shadow Dancer on either melee or range, but it might have some, I don't know. It's worth looking, I guess.
And then obviously, because you're aligning yourself with certain elemental spell powers, the Draconic line could be a powerful option as well.
Yep.
So, I think right now though, because of the light and alignment spell powers, I'm just gonna go Exalted Angel for now, and this is gonna deal extra alignment damage. But which way do I want to go? I think I'm gonna go the Wrathful Form route. Yeah, I don't think you top tier this though.
Top which?
I don't think you go top tier in Exalted.
Well, that's kind of why I'm wondering if Shadow Dancer, because then you can get weird, which is always a fun spell. So I don't know if it's worth it. I have no idea.
I mean, it's basically a PK effect, but I don't think you're getting a whole lot else out of the tree.
Right.
Um,
What's the bard tree got in it that might be good?
I'm gonna leave mages here as a placeholder. We'll go fire for now. We'll pick up some Dragon Breath ability. We'll pick up the issue materials out of there. That way I don't have to stress about picking up my spell mats. Save on our spell cost overall. We'll actually go enchantment here so we can go evocation over here and draconic.
In Primal Avatar, you can also get some stuff that is light based. Some spell power and SLAs, so.
Yeah, primal might be another good one too. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it there just for now. Because the main thing that I want to do is test out repeated cast on those wild magic surges. So I'm just going to go into something that's a little bit lower level with a lot of enemies. So I'm thinking let's go to Kobold Assault. That has a lot of things to cast at, and most of this stuff's going to just get one shot. I just want to see what these wild magic surges look like.
I mean, I would hope that all of it would be one shot at this point.
And then once we've done that for a couple minutes, then I want to actually go through and do a build together. So I don't care. We can do a warlock mix. We can do a cleric mix. You know. No, I'm just kidding. We could do whatever you guys are feeling. You guys give feedback.
Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I think Primal is a good tree for this. Primal and Exalted Angel, probably.
Yeah. So we're gonna see what Scorching Summer looks like right now. Am I? Oh, I wasn't in Summer Affinity. There we go. So it does hit multiple targets. It says it's a wave, but it almost looks a little bit more like a breath ability.
Yeah. You have a pumpkin head. That's one of the effects that the wild magic effects.
That it just randomly gives you a pumpkin head.
Yeah, I got that before too.
Lambie's gonna not be a fan of that.
That'd be hilarious.
So I think when you see that icon, does that mean a what? Yeah, there we go. A wild magic surge was coming. Yep. So there we go. So that made me invisible. That's cool.
That's a good one.
Let's increase the chances. There's the unicorn. And the unicorn fights in the circle for you, right?
The unicorn, oh, he'll run off a little bit, and he'll also heal you a little bit.
Alright,
I am assuming that it is subject to the same kind of healing debuffs in Reaper, but...
So I got a bonus to my PR to half my character level for 20 seconds. And then Feeling Blue, which essentially just turned my character blue. There's Swimmingly again.
Swim Cleric. I think that's what you should do. That's the build you need to do is Swim Cleric. There you go.
Free beer. You have conjured a Galadra distillate here. Okay. Wild Surge Chaos. All nearby enemies are confused for 8 seconds and struck by a Chaos Bolt for 3d6 Chaos damage. Not sure why my Chaos Hammer is just kind of yeeting out of existence, but my Chaos Hammer isn't doing anything. Okay, every 2 seconds you heal yourself for half your character level. Guess that's interesting outside of Reaper.
Yeah, I don't know what's subject to debuffs and what's not. I assume any of it will be.
Oh, okay. Kobolds are chaotic, so they're immune. Well, they're not immune.
Chaotic shouldn't be immune.
They're not immune to the other. Yeah, they should. Is it neutral? Right. Only he's right. Only lawful and neutral characters take damage from the hammer.
Okay. It's just a specific spell.
Trickle of mana, plus 10% bonus to spells. There's the pumpkin head again. So far it's interesting, but there's not really anything game breaking, right?
That's what I'd say.
Even with a Sork spell point pool, it's really easy to go overboard on the spell points with all these SLAs. Or with all these metas, rather. Okay. Yeah, it's the same animations and everything from the chest blessing before. Alright, we're not going to stay in here for 100 more kobolds. I'll go ahead and exit out. Without a bypass, Chaos Elemental form kind of weakens the tree relative to the other Sork trees. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I don't think all of the chaos spells are affected the same way Chaos Hammer is. The new ones that they added, I don't think they are no effect against
They're
chaotic.
not. They're not, no.
Yeah, so it's not as bad as you think. It's just Chaos Hammer because that was already in the game.
Well,
Correct?
but Chaos Hammer feels bad because it's one
Yeah.
of the spells that you can scale.
It's one of the spells a Master of Alignment.
Alignment does. Yep. So Master of Alignment is going to scale your Holy Smite, Deific Vengeance, Unholy Blight, Chaos Hammer, and Order's Wrath. So
Maybe it'd be nice. See, it's hard because it would be nice if in that particular feat you also got some alignment bypass, but then everybody would yell that they want it in all the other ones. But the thing is, you don't have any other source of alignment bypass really in trees, I don't think, unless I'm forgetting. I don't know. You're right. It would be nice to have some alignment bypass somewhere, somehow. Maybe put it in the Feywild tree. That would make sense, actually.
So Winter Hail seems interesting. This is going to be based off of Int. Looks like, I mean, the Wisdom version is the Acid version. Actually, I just want to cycle through really quick and see what each of these actually looks like. So let's do that little exercise here. Just curious about the SLAs and what the spell shape is. So if the summer version is a breath, let's see what these others are. Yeah, Maxwell Statler, always looking for some help here. Should definitely get in here. Yeah, Eridor says at least alignment damage isn't something that's commonly resisted. That's true, but anything that's chaotic is gonna resist your Chaos Hammer. That's the thing. Oh, it helps if I put the thing on my spell. Alright, here's the infamous Autumn's Decay. And I am in the wrong stance. It helps if I'm in the Autumn stance. Okay, that's interesting. That's kind of just a burst out from you.
That's cool. So it is a fart.
I mean, it burst from your core, is what it looks like.
Exactly.
No, it's not directional.
It's like a Taco Bell version. Comes from your core.
Comes from your core. Oh man, I got some wild magics inside me I gotta let out.
Them wild magics ain't sitting right.
Oh, you know what? That must have been a wild magic effect that just happened to proc off of that. I don't want to lose here, so let me kill those guys. It's also a spray. Yeah, that was a wild magic effect that had it going out like that before. The acid is a spray, just like the summer. Necrobotanist says irritable magics is what I got. Alright, let's reset it again. We'll check out one of the other ones. Check out Winter Hail this time, and we'll actually hop in the right stance before you even enter the quest here. Alright. So the winter one's already more useful because it has range to it instead of just being a breath. Feeling floaty. Whoa, this feels weird. I don't know what it actually did though.
Does it feel floaty?
I tried jumping to see if I would like take off and to space and I didn't, so I was disappointed. If I would like So by default, clerics don't actually get that many cold spells either. So making a cold aligned spellcaster with a cleric is not easy. I mean, you have Burst of Glacial Wrath and epics, but you don't get a lot beyond the domain spells.
Right.
So to have the multi-class option out there would actually help those type of builds out a lot.
You could grab a few cold spells in Primal, but yeah.
All right, cool.
You could grab a few cold spells in Primal, but yeah.
Touch of Chaos. Your offensive spells do an extra 1d6 chaos damage, and that looks like it's going to last for a full minute, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let's reset and check out the last one. Oh, gotta change that stance. There we go. Wild Surge, it's a party. Little confetti effects going off there on the character. Yeah, this one seems to have some range to it as well. It's a pretty cool effect. I do like the new animations. I love the new cosmetic styles for the characters, so you know, hats off to the devs on all of that. Especially, you know, I know that's a lot of work for the art department to pull together, so really excited to see some of the cool wild magic areas that we're gonna get in the new expansion too. So alright, so that's interesting. I cast that from a distance on this guy, and it didn't really seem to do any damage to him. Okay, and now that time it did.
It might just be a little glitchy.
So the Chaos Sphere just kept moving past the enemy, so anything that it would strike. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Alright, so I want to go stream of consciousness for a second here. So Arcane Bolt and Arcane Blast spells stack Master of Knowledge. They give you a stack of Mental Honing, which is universal spell power and 2% spell crit damage. It can stack up to 30 times. So it's 90 universal spell power and plus 60% spell crit damage. So that is pretty good. Arcane Bolt is something that you can pick up as a level 2 wizard spell. And Arcane Blast, I wanted to say, was slightly higher, level 4. So, okay. I know that you can pick some of these up in one of the trees for Archmage.
Which ones? I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Chain Missile. No. Maybe you're not picking them up in Archmage? Maybe I made that up?
It's been years since I've used Archmage.
Oh, here we
so-
go. Arcane Bolt is here, and Arcane Blast is the tier 5, right?
Yeah.
And then if we go back to the game,
Yeah.
so in order to make it so that way your spells are based off of um, your character level and not your class level, I think you need at least 4 levels of Wild Mage as well. Yep, requires sword.
Right, because it's tier 5, right? Isn't
No,
it?
it's
Or is it a core?
It's tier 4. So you absolutely have to pick that up in order to make the build work. And let's take a look at if we're gonna actually seriously make an attempt at this. Let's look at domains.
I'm confused. What are you trying to do?
Oh, we're gonna make a lifeguard cleric. You told me I could, so
Okay.
here we go.
It's going to be awesome.
Alright, so if we go water domain, let's see here. So we'd miss out on Greater Creeping Cold as an SLA. We would just basically pick up Cone of Cold. We'd be picking up Cold Spell Power. We'd be picking up 11 levels worth of Cleric spells. 11 levels worth.
So I like how you worded that as you told me I could, as if I am in charge.
I'm pretty sure you're driving this thing, and
Yeah,
I heard you say that we should go. So, so at Cleric level 11, we are going to pick up some level 6 spells, so that would get us at least to heal, which is nice. And like I said, most of your spells are going to be light aligned. Alright, you know what?
Don't forget, you will need to max out your swim score.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That's necessary.
You're going to need at least a couple points in strength to boost that up too. You're going to need at least a couple points in strength to boost that up too.
So we have the most levels in Cleric. So does that mean we can take Wisdom as the casting stat? I think so. Yeah, our DCs are going to be a little bit wonky here.
That's not what the lifeguard is for. Not what the lifeguard is for.
Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it to split it between two. I'm actually gonna toss a little bit of into this build too. Do you know why? Because
Swim.
we need to maximize that swim score. That's why.
Swim.
We need to maximize that swim score. That's why. All right. So we're definitely gonna go with all the cold versions of the spells. We're not really gonna max the chaos spells, but I'm still gonna take the prismatics. Alright, let's randomize that look. Good enough for me. Let's make the skin color blue too. That way we look
That
aquatic.
is a long face. Long face.
Alright, this time we're gonna bail on Elminster.
Not that.
Oh, gotta exit first. Whoops. Hey, what's up, Nacho? Thanks for the raid. Appreciate that. So, if you're just joining, you've probably already checked out the Wild Mage. You've probably already checked out the Chaosmancer. So, what we're doing in true Griglok fashion is something we shouldn't, and that is making a Cleric build out of this live. And we'll go try it in a quest, and then I'm going to get out of here. Go try it in a quest. Alright, so we gotta be a little bit careful with how we spend the points. Obviously, every level we're going to be putting points into Spellcraft and Swim, because that's pretty important.
Swim cleric's gotta swim.
Swim Cleric gotta do what a Swim Cleric do.
Swim cleric's gotta swim.
Because we're going Wisdom later, I did go Wisdom based. Actually, we're just going to put these points. Spellcraft, where else do we want to go? It should be something that we can just have an even skill point in. I'm just going to do
Can
concentration.
you buy
that's it.
you should UMD so that you can cast watery spells.
Yeah, but it's not a even point level for that, which is why I didn't.
Are you gonna have other levels that you put it in?
Not in Sork, and I don't wanna mess it up.
Got it. Yep.
Alright, so we're actually gonna do 4 Wild Mage, then we're gonna do 5 Wizard, and then we're gonna go back to Cleric. Why are we doing this? Because we are silly. That is why. No, the main reason I want to do it is I want to test out, try out, take for a test run the ability for your caster level to be based off of your character level instead of the actual class level. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to try that on live, see how it feels. Can't be a swim cleric without merfolk's blessing. I think that's a given.
Yeah, you absolutely have to have
Right?
merfolks. Yes. That's a requirement. Yeah, you absolutely have to have it. Yes. And I'm pretty sure your spells should be mostly cold spells. Because water. Pretty sure your spells should be
Yeah,
mostly
we've been taking care of that along the way as well. So we're going to fit in most of our metas here.
We do not recommend you try this to TR.
Yeah, this is not a TR build. This is a fun thing I am doing for the stream, and that is about where that starts and stops. And what I mean by that is I'm totally playing this in the next push raid for the guild.
Perfect. For those who don't know, a long time ago, there was a person on the forums who posted the lifeguard, which was a swim cleric, and it was as silly as it sounds. And it might still be there. I know it's an old Hall of Fame.
There's an updated version of
Yep.
it that's actually decent.
Yes, but I'm referring to the original. This has been like an ongoing joke on the forums for what, 10 years or more at least? Probably more. What, 10 years or more at least? Probably.
Alright, one more wizard level here. I am almost definitely gonna run out of enhancement points before I get to do all the things that I want to do. So that's gonna be fun. And I get a class feat too. I don't think I need extend, so we'll just shift heighten to the class feat. And then we will take spell focused Evo. Alright, so now we got our 5 wizard, our 4 sork. Now we can go over here, multi-class with the cleric. We're gonna go the standard version. Alright, we'll max spellcraft first and then we'll get back to putting points in the swim again as well. Okay, so that's actually good to know, and I'm glad that I did this cleric build now, because Eladrin can take favored by Sylvanas as well. So Sylvanas, Helm,
The more you
and
know.
a Monitor. So we'll do a Monitor for now. It also makes sense now that they didn't give you the melee options on the iconic version, because that would have made for some also interesting builds. Alright, here's our water domain. Pick that up. Okay, so we'll get the fog SLA now. Let me look through my spell book actually. We have evocation spells and illusions. gonna take enchantment as my second one, but maybe we'll just take up the additional crit chance with mental toughness. Or I can increase my DCs on my illusion. Yeah, I think that's the way that I want to go. Greater domain of water. Here we're getting the cone of cold, so that'll be a good pickup. And our last cleric level here. Giving us some level 6 spells. I haven't claimed macro technic. Okay. We haven't
Slacker.
claimed a lot of the trees yet, so let's go ahead and go do that. We got 25 minutes until the next streamer hops in, so we will go ahead and wrap this up as fast as possible so we can get into at least one quest here to try this out, see how it feels.
I'm not sure a swim cleric is the best test for how something feels, but
Oh, it is the very best test. I don't know what you're talking about. What's a good quest with lots of water that we should go into?
not the ones that have you run underwater, because that isn't going to be the same. Have you run underwater? What about that one in freaking Necker 2 that has the swimming that you love so much? What about that one in freaking Necker 2 that has the swimming that you love so much?
No, that one is pretty good.
That's just swimming throughout a lot of it, so.
Epic spell power cold. We took Wellspring. And we're definitely going to fit Master of Knowledge in here so we can scale up our spell power. Burst of
Tomb of the
Glacial
Shadow
Wrath.
Guard. That's what I'm thinking of. Tomb of the Shadow Guard. Tomb of the Shadow Guard. That's what I'm thinking of. Tomb of the Shadow.
I think I have to take the Epic Spell Focus to take the other one. But we'll do Plane of Water. We're just going to go all in on the cold. So I kind of want to take Embolden, but I kind of want to do the Illusion and then do the specialty level 31 feat.
Makes sense.
Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, someone said Garls or Two-Toed, so Garls might be a good choice.
I can't believe you're passing up a chance to do Necro. I never let you do Necro too.
I know, it's just such a short time frame here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we'll pick up the +3 to the Evo DCs. And grab that last level. Alright, let's spend enhancement. Actually, let me pull out some hot bars. I don't know why it does this. Here we go. Alright, whatever. We can manually move these into place. I'm not going to use them all right now anyway. I don't have a bunch of gear swaps.
Or any gear swaps.
Or any gear. You know what? We're just going to go with the level 15 stuff. I could take time to try hard on it, but I feel like I'm almost out of time now. And
Yeah.
I want to try something.
Yeah, you don't want to do Two-Toed because in Epics it doesn't have the swimming, unless you do it heroic. Yeah, you could do it heroic. Because unless you do it heroic.
Alright, so these are the main trees I'm going to focus on. So, Wild Mage, I think we can pick up the SLAs. We can undo the really bad surges, pick up some universal spell power here. And then pick up mixed magics. I think that's the core of what's really important out of there. And then we'll go evocation based.
Well, you'll want to go up to where it gives you the you'll want to go up to where it applies the caster levels, won't you? Isn't that in the
Yeah.
cores of Wild
Yep,
Mage?
that's what I did. I did mixed magics. I went up to level 4.
Okay, I see.
Yep, that's what I did.
I thought it was higher in the cores.
Alright, so this is what I need to pick up. Arcane Bolt here. And alright, so now we can feed through Master of Knowledge with our SLAs. And we don't have Wisdom as an option, so I guess I'll take Charisma as my backup option there. And we're definitely going Winter.
What's the casting stat that your Wild Mage SLAs are using?
The SLAs, it doesn't list a save on those, so I'm not sure.
'Cause if I had to guess, because Sork, it's gonna be charisma. So if I had to guess, because Sork, it's gonna be charisma. So if I had to guess, my guess is that if you make a cleric wild mage mix, my guess is that if you make for real, not a swing cleric, you're probably gonna have to boost both stats. For real, not a swing cleric.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I guess I don't think you can really fit in turning as well, but
Not likely.
all right, let's fit in. You're gonna have a ton of these chaos SLAs too. I think I'm definitely gonna focus in on Magus, Draconic, and Primal. And we can definitely go cold based. Make these metas a little less expensive. I really wanted to pick up 0 Degree Comet. I think that's going to be incredibly useful as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see here. Where else do I want to go here? I'm not using a quarterstaff at the moment. We don't have that many points left. Yeah, I'm not really going to be able to get a whole lot out of it.
Yeah, because a first life tune, you're not gonna have a ton of points for that. Yeah, because a first life tune, you're not gonna have a ton of points. Yeah.
thought I had another action boost. Nope, doesn't look like it.
You should run with what you got because you have about 12 minutes.
Yep, 12 minutes left. We're gonna make it work though. I thought I grabbed Intensify. I must not have though, or I'd have seen that. I'm gonna grab some spell pots and a hireling as soon as I hop inside too. Yeah, I'm not at a tavern. I gotta get to a tavern. I forgot to set up all my other spells too. My actual inherent spells.
Why would you need spells on a spellcaster?
I mean, I gotta see that awesome Merfolk's Blessing, right?
At least you have that. At least you have that.
Little merfolks, a little water breathing, and we're good to go. Here we go. Head out to Garls. We got 9 minutes left for this abomination to run around and cause some chaos. Let's undock our combat tab, drag it down so we can see those wild magics at work. Magic Surge, Sparkly. Yeah, I mean, that'll do.
I feel like you're just not swimming fast enough for a swim cleric, but then again, you don't have your necessary swim gear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't have a swim item one, so it's not as good as it should be.
Yep.
My swim's only 50 at the moment.
Oh my gosh.
Well, and I don't have a strength item one, so...
Yep.
you know, so at the moment my strength's 12, and I don't have any tomes on this guy either. So, yeah, we're leaving a lot on the table.
You're like a lifeguard in training. You're like a lifeguard. You can guard the shallow end. Like you can guard the shallow.
Thought I saw the level 30 guys. Yep, here we go. Alright, Bulwark, you got one jab. Then you can see these mental honing stacks. So that's really what we're going to build up. We're going to spend some time building those up. Once we get enough stacks, then we can shift into our cold spells. Just afraid they're going to go away too fast. Yeah, I'm not really building full stacks of honing in here.
Do they just fade too fast?
Yeah, I need bigger groups of mobs so that way my Arcane Blast can build multiple stacks at once.
Got it.
Some mobs so that way my... And I didn't want to push my luck in Reaper.
But you're so well prepared. But you're so well prepared.
Yeah, so like I have 5 stacks right now, so I could cast something, but I have nothing to cast it at now. Because stuff's dying pretty fast. Man, I came in at level 8. That's a big nerd moment right there for me.
Did you really?
So mental honing is what you get from Master of Knowledge, and so we're gonna build stacks of mental honing as we go, and that's gonna add to our crit chance and multiplier. So we want to be an old grade Garl on Epic. Now we can probably build some stacks. Let's go. I was like, man, I don't need heals or anything. This feels wrong. And there was a reason it felt wrong. Should be some hidden guys up here. There we go. Now we have 7 stacks. We can start casting some of our Cleric spells, some of our cold base spells. They feel pretty good in the rotation. Decent damage. Okay, up to 8 stacks. There's the UNT. First, a Glacial Wrath also has a chance to freeze enemies.
There's probably some casters up high behind you.
Yeah, annoyingly, I'm ignoring him. Did I put... Oh, hey, they're gonna kill me. That's what I get for looking at things. Did I put the winter ability on here? I don't... Oh, I did. It's my number 3 ability. Alright, so I should be leading off with that. So, spell rotation leaves a little something to be desired. Alright, well, the DDO points are free at this point, and I have 2 minutes left, so we're going to hop out of here. We're going to get and consume a spirit cake. Oh, okay, I need shards for that. Alright. There we go. We'll do this around the corner. Go ahead and heal yourself up there, buddy. I mean, so I think the answer is yes. You can make a mixed caster build. You can see here that I did not... I broke all the rules. I have 11 cleric levels, 5 wizard levels, 4 sorc levels. I don't know on a max character how well this would scale in the Reaper. I'd really have to gear it with endgame gearing.
And probably tweak the level splits and a bunch of other stuff.
Just real quick review of my stats here. So, decent evocation bonuses. Is it giving me my spell? Oh, no, spell powers are on the main page. So, there you go. So my cold spell power is only 416 with an 11% crit chance and a 62% multiplier. So that's not right home about numbers. I mean, with a little bit of epic gearing, you can drastically increase those numbers.
Yeah.
This is a first life character. I'm already feeling like once
No
I was
jokes.
used to playing around with it, I'd be able to solidly solo pretty easily with it, at least through Elite and probably low level Reaper. So, no, I mean, Wild Mage, Chaosmancer, they are interesting. If you don't like how I previewed it, if you want to check it out for yourself, I have really good news for you. You can actually check it out tomorrow yourself on Lamania. I really appreciate everybody sticking around for the preview that we did tonight of it. Next week, we'll be back on our normal fixer-upper with a build that we're going to share. Some of the folks from Lava Divers who have created a First Life raid challenge where they've challenged people to push Project Nemesis on the hardest difficulty they can using only First Life characters. They're going to share the Warlock build that came out of that. The week after that, I have an endgame R10 tank player coming on to talk about tanks, and we have some more in the future. So the new race is Eladrin, and the new iconic is the Chaos Mage. So thanks again for joining. I'm going to go ahead and raid out now. I think Cozy Bean's still going, so we're going to join Cozy Bean. Again, thanks for sticking around. You can find my normal Twitch streams at twitch.tv/the DDO Experience, and I'll see you all next week for the Fixer Upper.
Bye.
Good evening. Good evening. How's it going? How's it going?
I think you have your background mic open because there's echoes.